the Ancona Cayenne 17. With an overall length of 16 feet 11 inches, a beam of 5 feet 11 inches, and max horsepower rating of 60.
All right, we're going to take a look at the Ancona Cayenne 17. And when we talk about mission-specific boats, out of the three that we brought, this is really it. It's considered a technical pole and skiff, and it's made for the guy that wants to go really, really skinny.
This boat is a rifle shot. It's a 30-06, straight to a fish that you can't reach any other way.
Well, too, if you look at this Ancona, you can tell that the people that designed this boat fish, because it's all about fishing. Their front deck is awesome, especially if you're a fly fisherman. You know you want a clutter-free deck and you don't want your fly line to snag on anything. It's impossible to snag a fly line on this front deck.
No, it's not. I can wrap it around my leg every time.
That's about the only way, right?
That's the only way you can do it. But that's far from the only feature we loved about this boat. When you get a boat this size, it goes from every foot has to be laid out just right to every inch has to be laid out just right. Boy, did they do some things to maximize their space in a 17-foot technical pole and skiff.
Well, they really did. It's the first one we've seen that has really, really dry storage, and we love this flip-up backrest. But let's go through the boat, bow to stern. Let's show everybody what we really mean when we say this boat is designed for fishing that super skinny water.
I'm telling you, Dave, pick it up, throw it in the back of my truck. They're never going to miss it.
Well, technical pole and skiffs are all about being lightweight, and this boat surely is. It's well under 500 pounds for your dry haul weight.
And that's one of the beauty about it. That's one of the things that makes it so skinny and makes it so easy to power with a small horsepower engine.
Well, we talked earlier about the front deck. I love this. It's absolutely flat. There's no way you're going to hang up anything on this if you're throwing a cast net or if you've got fly line down around your feet. It's going to fall off the boat. It's not going to snag on anything, especially a guy that's going to fly fish in skinny water. This is the kind of boat he's going to need.
And you're going to need your pulling platform in the back, and they did it well. Boy, do I like that collapsible leaner on the back of that seat.
Well, for a long run, you really need a backrest. Especially, I mean, I can see this boat launching in Alamirada and taking off toward Flamingo. You have to have something to lean against because to stay hunched over all day is just not comfortable. But when you get ready to fish, if I'm in the front, you want to fish in the back, that would be in your way. It flips up, gets out of the way, and gives you a rear casting deck.
Here again, you're not maximizing every foot, you're maximizing every inch. Having a high-performance cooler as your front seat right there cures a lot of issues for a flats boat.
Well, it does too, and it balances out the weight. They put their fuel tank in the bow, and if you're gonna have a lot of ice and drinks, they pull all that weight forward. That's gonna keep the boat level. That's just gonna help you get even that much more shallow.
Hey, let me tell you about their fuel tank, okay? A fuel tank is designed to where you could fish all day long, of course, and never run out of fuel, right? Mm-hmm. Fuel tank's 12 gallons, okay? Right. Can you imagine a boat? I've never been on a boat that you could fish all day long and never run out of fuel with your fuel tank 12 gallons.
Well, you don't need a lot of power to push this boat. This one has a 50, which is plenty. Earlier today, the boat would plane off and was outrunning the camera boat. We had to actually catch up to it. So if you want to jump this boat up on plane, that's what these boats are designed to do. They're not going to dig in, you're not going to tear up the flats, you're not going to hurt any grass. You're going to go from idle to plane like that in an instant.
And she doesn't squat. Yeah. You know what I mean by that? She gets up real fast, which means you're not cutting through grass, like you said, and destroying a flat when she gets up. When she gets up, it's right now.
Well, look at the transom. You see that little block up on the transom? This boat's got a tunnel. So it raises the engine that much higher. So when you're actually running, your skeg is just barely below the hull of the boat. So not only can you float in shallow water, you can run in shallow water.
And you know, we try not to talk a lot about prices of boats, but there's a whole different level between this and some of the true flats boats that are a little bit bigger than this and laid out more for the family. You can fit this boat into a family budget easily.
Well, another thing that really jumped out at me when I saw this boat, now we've looked at technical pole and skiffs before, and all of them, the front and rear deck is open, you just store your tackle under there, your dry bag or whatever, and as soon as you take off, the stuff under the bow comes out, or the stuff in the back doesn't stay. This is the first one that I've seen that has actual dry storage compartments that have molded lids. I haven't seen that before.
Love the lids, absolutely love them. There's two separate ones back there. It gives you the same kind of storage access that you're used to on a much bigger boat. And we need to talk about these rod racks. What a great idea to stagger the rod racks. You know how you can never put all the reels on top of each other?
Right, yeah.
This one has got rod rack designed for fly rods, rod racks designed for spinning rods. What a smart use of space.
Well, I said it before, I'll say it one more time. Ancona, this boat was absolutely designed by somebody who fishes. A lot of the boats we look at, you look at something and you're like, wow, this, it looks good, but it really doesn't have a function. I haven't seen a single thing on this boat that doesn't have a true function.
I haven't either. I'm very impressed with it. I think it's a great entry into the technical pole and skiff category.